This episode of the DisCast was recorded on November 26th, 2014 at discast.us/live. Tune in Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern to watch the show, or watch recorded episodes on YouTube and iTunes. Follow us on Twitter at DisCastShow, tune to the trivia contest, and more. If you're feeling generous, please throw us a donation on our PayPal or our Patreon to get cool prizes. It would really help us a lot. Thank you, and enjoy the DisCast. Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténgase alejado de las puertas. To our new listeners, we welcome you aboard our podcast Highway in the Sky, and hope you've enjoyed the past week. For those of you standing, please hold on to your headphones at all times, and stand clear of the doors. For the comfort of others, no trolling please. Thank you, and enjoy the DisCast. Hey, what is up guys, it is Ryan, and welcome to the DisCast. Today is November 26th, 2014, and it is shortly after 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is the day before Thanksgiving. Darren, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, how are you?
I'm doing pretty well.
Yeah, it's always a good week.
Yes, indeed. Did you have off today?
What?
Did you have off? No, you didn't. Ha, I did.
Yeah, I've been talking to people, and people are like, I've had off all week, and I'm like...
All week? Wow.
Yeah.
Where was this?
Down south.
Oh, well, there's the south. It's an American holiday. Let's give off 10 weeks. That's what they do. We don't accept Dogecoin, Phila, but I'm sure we could work that out if we wanted to. I have like 5 Dogecoins to my name. I don't know how much that's worth. I got them from someone for something. I don't remember. But yeah. So.
I have 2 1,000ths of a Bitcoin. 2
1,000ths. How much money is that?
No.
Let's see. Let's do a nice little conversion right now. 2,000ths, you said?
Yeah.
2 Bitcoin to USD. That is 74 cents. There you go.
Score.
Making bank.
Oh yeah, totally. I'm gonna buy something crazy with that. I'm gonna invest it and gonna buy out Disney one day.
There you go. Sims, if you got some slow motion stream stuff, it's gonna be on your end. There's no drop frames going on over here. Alright. So, Thanksgiving's tomorrow. What are your plans?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
None.
Alright, always cool. Guys in the chat, tell us what your plans are for Thanksgiving. We would love to hear them.
I'm never really big, like, my family's not big with Thanksgiving. We're just kind of like, hey, let's just hang out or whatever.
Right, I got you.
What are your plans? Anything good?
I got family coming over. That's kind of the big thing. We got Thanksgiving every year. Thanksgiving and Christmas Eve. Those are my house's big things. So, yes, that's going to be a good time. Alright,
Fun stuff.
I guess without further ado, we'll move on to our trivia. Alright, so last week, we had a trivia question, and I thought I saw someone during the show mention us and give us the correct answer, but I went into our mentions today and it wasn't there, so I'm not sure if they deleted their tweet, but it's not there anymore. And the question was, actually I thought I saw 3 or 4 pop in during the show, and they were all gone, so I don't know if like they didn't mention us properly or what, or if the Twitter app was screwing up and I didn't see them. But if I do see them again, I will credit you. I will put you in trivia card winners because you did get the right answer. But I didn't see them there.
Question answer, or?
The question was where Trixie from Country Bear Jamboree was from, and the correct answer was Tampa. And I know some people got it right, but yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't see your tweets were not there. I'm not sure whose fault that was and where the screw up was, if it was Twitter or what, but I didn't see him, so I'm very sorry.
Twitter updated recently.
Yeah, so maybe there's something wrong and there's some kind of lost mentions or things that happened during that. I'm not sure. I am sorry, guys, but I will try to correct that if I can. We do have another trivia question for you guys this week. Yeah, Disney Chris, I know I definitely saw you answer, I just don't remember. But anyway, if you do have the answer to the trivia question, then you should tag us at DisCast Show with the hashtag DisCastTrivia, along with your answer. And the trivia question is, what is the name of the lake near the beach and yacht clubs? So near the beach club and the yacht club, what is the name of that lake? If you know the answer, head on over to Twitter, tag us at DisCast Show with the hashtag DisCastTrivia. Do not put it in the Twitch chat. And that is that.
Lake Erie?
Yep, Lake Erie, definitely. Yep. There you go. Lago Zancudo. Yeah. Alright, so, let's move on to our news.
Ooh. But before we go on to our news, as we do every week, just want to throw a mention over to Spectre Radio. Spectre Radio is a 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, radio station that plays nothing but Disney music and occasionally some ads, although there's something going on recently where there weren't ads, I don't know. So, hey, check out Spectro.
There he is right now.
Yeah. Ryan, do you like Disney music?
I do like Disney music.
Do you like Spectre Radio Disney music?
I do like Spectre Radio Disney music.
You heard it here first, guys.
There you go.
Ryan likes it.
I like it, therefore you should like it. Everyone should have the same opinions as me. Yes.
Well, they should have the same opinions as me, and they just might happen to agree with you on this.
Got it. Alright, okay.
Because I agree with you on it.
Got it. So you
We're
agree
all in
with
agreement
me.
that Spectre Radio is...
Spectre Radio is fantastic, and you should all go listen to it right now. Actually, not right now. When we say
of course not right now.
ABC the next time you hear those words spoken from Darren, then leave and go watch Spectre Radio.
SpectreRadio.us.
Yep.
Go check it out. You can listen on your phone, on your computer, on your tablets, maybe. I don't know.
Your Zune.
Yeah, anybody still have a Zune anymore?
I don't think they ever had internet access. But yeah, let's move on to our news. So first up, we're bringing out our old friend, mymagic.jpg.
I lost my magic band.
Damn, Darren.
I think, yes.
Alright.
It's gone.
So,
After that in-depth search.
So when FastPass Plus started to be a thing, we were kind of surprised that they were giving viewing locations to parades as part of the FastPass Plus ticket.
Remember how like when we first said stuff like that, and we're like, this is ridiculous, and like
It's
now
really
here we are a
ridiculous.
year later, and we're so used to it.
No, I still think it's dumb. I still think it's a
think
waste
it's
of your
dumb.
time.
Still, no, I still agree that it's dumb, but like we're so used to it, like we just treat it like, oh yeah, whatever.
Yeah, pretty much. But, it is indeed dumb and stupid. But the dumb and stupid thing, even making it even more dumb and stupider, is that they're adding more viewing space for Magic Kingdom parades. I don't know. We don't know if it's just going to be this weekend. It's definitely this weekend, from the 29th to the 2nd. But we're not sure if it's going to continue or not. It seems to be like it's only going to be there for this weekend because I guess it's a high capacity weekend with Thanksgiving and whatnot.
Sweet.
But pretty much in front of Cinderella Castle where they normally have it, and they're also going to be using the town square area and the flagpole region right in the middle. That's, I guess, good, because, pretty much, if you're there, you're not leaving anyway.
Yeah, that's like parade sitting area anyways.
Yeah, so, that's not really harming anyone. I think the area near Cinderella's castle is kind of dumb, because, of course, people will walk there.
Yeah,
and want
just trying to get
so,
from place to place.
Yeah, because it's a hassle walking
How is the parades and stuff, like, how is that, how, like, the viewing area, how messed up is that being because of the construction that's going on right now?
Ooh, I'm not sure. I think the construction isn't actually on the pathway themselves too much, as it is, below the pathways.
No, I'm saying like view-wise, like it has to be obstructing some sort of view.
I don't think so, because I think everything is once again outside of the pathway. So unless you're looking from not in the hub and you're looking at the hub, then you won't really see any kind of disturbance. So I think that's kind of the deal with that. So yes, pretty much on your My Disney Experience app, it'll tell you whether you should report to Central Plaza or Town Square. It's weird. I don't think Disney's ever officially called it the hub. They always call it like Central Plaza or something like that.
Yeah, why did they call it the hub in the announcement?
No, in this thing it's called Central Plaza for the ticket. I don't know. Kind of weird.
So it's like the hub. That's kind of just been like the.
I guess it's just
everybody's kind of thrown at it.
Yeah, everyone calls it the hub. I just assumed that they would officially call it that too, but I guess not.
Kind of like BAH. It's just what people call it.
I guess. So we do have lots of big news about Great Movie Ride to get to, but we're not going to do that yet. So stick around if you do indeed want to hear about that. First, we're going to be talking about some restaurants. Everyone's favorite. First off, we have reason to believe that
they're closing all the restaurants.
All of them. They're gone. Apparently Walt Disney himself actually called it the hub.
Really?
Apparently, according to Disney Chris.
Disney Chris knows his stuff, too.
He does know his stuff, so I think I would believe that. But I guess his company does not agree with that, so whatever. Or maybe they only call that an MK, who knows. Anyway, so we have reason to believe that the BR Guest Restaurant at Magic Kingdom is possibly going to be getting breakfast this spring. So apparently on the Disney website website, during their reservation looking period, they saw in March, they saw breakfast being offered between 8 and 10. And so we're not sure if the website was bugged, if there was an entry and someone put in the wrong thing to put it into the array, or if it's actually correct information and it was just leaked by accident. You cannot make reservations, but the times were listed there, so it's kind of weird.
Okay, so first of all, these things aren't mistakes, right? Like, you don't like put in like 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Like, that just doesn't happen. It's
well, I mean, I think that's just that might just be a general breakfast time that might have been meant to go to another restaurant and then accidentally got put into here.
Yeah, but see, the
more than likely choice is that there's probably something going on there.
Like, people review this stuff. Like, there's not like one person who's like half asleep who's just like, okay, here's what we're gonna do in March, and just kind of guesses it. Like, there are meetings about this, and everybody, like, it's a very well thought out system.
Yeah, but when it comes to just data entry, there could always be something that goes wrong. I don't think that's monitored very heavily.
I kind of disagree with that, because the entirety of My Magic Plus is data monitor.
Either way, whether it was put there and it wasn't supposed to be, or if it was incorrect, there was still information posted that wasn't supposed to be there. So there's some kind of issue in the data entry. Well, this is the
failure with My Magic Plus, right? Is that there's like no secrets to opening dates now. Like, you can kind of guesstimate like when things are going to be done, when this is going to be set up. Like, this is because like people want to book their reservations and stuff. Like, that's why they have to plan this stuff so far out in advance.
I mean, we always knew this when it came to things like restaurants, but now it's just the fact that it's being thrown into attractions as well. Because restaurants, it's always kind of been that way. Like, if there's no reservation popping up, like, oh, that restaurant's going to be closed for one reason or another. So,
well, remember how it was with Seven Dwarfs Mine Train? How like we kind of knew like roughly when it was going to open because of when the Fast Pass reservations started showing up?
Well, no, that didn't happen because they didn't put any Fast Passes on until after the announcement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, but like in that general time area.
Well, I think the announcement was made at the beginning of the window for Fast Pass Plus. Okay. I think that might have been done purposefully. So, yes. And I do agree with you, Disney Chris. I do think that breakfast at Be Our Guest would be awesome. This restaurant it's amazing. If you have the chance to go inside there, it's awesome. It's fantastic. It's brilliantly themed. It looks amazing. Every single room in there just looks great. And it's no secret that it has been the busiest and hardest restaurant to get into since it was in soft opening. Back like 2 years ago. Yeah. So it's pretty crazy, and this is good because it will give more chances to eat at the most coveted restaurant in Magic Kingdom and possibly the resort. So it's definitely a good thing, and I will definitely try to get breakfast there if I at all can, because that'd be pretty cool. So that's that.
So hold up, the quality of food, right, between lunch and dinner, it goes up, right?
Does it? I haven't been there for dinner. I've only been there for lunch.
It's if I'm correct, it's a completely different menu for dinner. Like it
is a completely different menu.
Yeah,
but I don't know if the quality is any different.
Well, it's like of higher caliber, right?
Okay, sure. I don't know.
So do we think that like breakfast would be like kind of just like eat, get in, get out, kind of like lunch?
No, I think breakfast would be more akin to dinner because of the way that the breakfast kind of culture is in terms of the restaurants at Walt Disney World. You never see like a quick service breakfast for a signature restaurant.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that's that. With
be interesting to see the way the menu pans out.
Yeah, I hope it's not just your generic breakfast menu that you see at Crystal Palace or whatever. It'll probably be its own feel, because otherwise.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, do we think it's gonna be like get your Mickey waffles or whatever? And
well, okay, the menu that's there now was designed. We were talking about this. It was. We were talking about the French chef who was designing the menu and stuff. I don't know if they did breakfast, if they would have him do stuff as well. If we would see some French breakfast dishes incorporated in there. I don't know if French breakfast dishes are omelets French. I think so, right? No, I don't know. Omelette. That sounds French. I don't know. I'm not sure. But, yeah. So, if this does indeed happen, I am interested to see the menu, and I would definitely check it out. No questions asked.
Yeah.
Alright, so, Spice Road Table, that thing that took forever to open, then finally opened, it was apparently pretty cool with small plates and stuff like that, is, it used to be walk-up only, but it had very low attendance. So, they're going to do a reservation system. I don't know how that helps attendance. I don't really understand that. But sure.
The mindset is if they have people there and they have people, you know, staying there.
Okay.
Right? Like, it kind of just boosts numbers. Like, it kind of fakes numbers because people are there for a different amount of time.
Okay, that could be it.
Right?
Okay.
So it makes it look more crowded.
Maybe. I kind of got that. Sure. So this is starting on December 2nd when you can make your
video
reservations. Video went down? No, his video went down. We're still on.
2 people are telling me video went down.
2 people? That's a problem.
I got Nate and Awesome Geek.
Well, I'm not seeing any kinds of problems here. Everything looks fine.
It's loading for me, yeah. We're good.
Yeah. Alright, anyway. So this does start on December 2nd, and the operating hours are 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. So that's that. Yeah, see? It was just them. So there you go. I think it's because Awesome Geek is in a car. That could be part of the reason.
Yeah.
So yes, there's that. Now, also on the restaurant front, right before we get into our big main event news, Discovery Island at Disney's Animal Kingdom is getting a new table service restaurant. And we know that Discovery Island's been getting a little bit more of, treatment than it has been getting. I think possibly because it is the entryway for the resort that will be getting a massive expansion. So I think they kind of want to get the entranceway all figured out as well. And part of the existing Pizzafari quick service location is going to be turned into some kind of a new table service restaurant. We don't know what kind of food it's going to have. We don't know what it's going to be called, but we do know the location. And so we don't think this does not mean anything bad for Pizzafari. Pizzafari is still going to be a thing. It's probably going to be of decreased size, and it's going to be sharing its space that it currently has right now with this new restaurant. And both are going to be fine. And they might even share dining space. How that's going to be interesting, having a quick service place and a dining place.
Well, like, there are many restaurants like that, where there's, like, a counter, and then there's, like, a sit-down area. No, and then, like... I'm thinking counters and like you sit at a counter, meaning like you go up to the counter, you get your food, then you can sit down, or you could have somebody come over and order your food. Like there are many restaurants.
I'm thinking the Long Island style pizzeria.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. Like you have a nice little area you could just sit down and eat whatever, and then you got a dining area in the back. It might be something akin to that. So yeah.
I think it'll work.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Any idea what you think it's gonna be? The theme of it's going to be? Because think about it, it's not in a themed land, just in Discovery Island. Discovery Island is one of the generic.
Animal Kingdom is such a grab bag, like with everything, especially Discovery Island, because there's no real it can pull from every other place.
Asia and Africa have some pretty good food options.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying with Discovery Island is it could literally be like anything.
Right. Yeah. So who knows?
It would be good as I guess like a collaboration of each of the lands, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. Just chuck things from everywhere. That makes sense. And get your Pandora,
like a taste,
Pandora food, whatever they eat in Pandora, along with African and Asian stuff. I don't know, and dinosaurs. I don't know. Totally. Whatever. Camp Mini Mickey doesn't exist. What? All right. Anyway, so yes, Discovery Island. Now on to the news that you've all been waiting for.
Guys, I have an announcement. They're closing down Journey to Imagination.
Yep, they're gone. It's gone. It's good. They closed it today. It's gone. Just closed 19 minutes ago.
R.I.P.
Yep, just kidding. That's not happening. But in real news, it has something to do with this thing over here. We weren't sure what the future of the Great Movie Ride at Disney's Hollywood Studios...
They're demolishing it.
No, they're not. We weren't sure what the future of the Great Movie Ride was going to be, and now we do have a definite answer. It is not being destroyed. Instead, it is getting... what's the word they used?
Facelift?
A facelift, yes. They use the word facelift.
That's what I'm using. I don't know if that's like...
I think that's what they... It was a synonym to facelift. Sure.
It's exactly what it is.
Yes. And so Disney has partnered with Turner Classic Movies. And they're going to update the pre-show and the finale of the Great Movie Ride. And then Turner Classic Movies is going to be playing some videos from the Disney Vault on their cable channel coming into this next month as well. So, this is press release that TCM sent out that's saying that a refresh was the word they used. Anyway, at Disney's Hollywood Studios, the Great Movie Ride attraction highlights some of the most famous film moments in their silver screen history and is set to receive a TCM-curated refresh of the pre-show and the finale. TCM branding will be integrated into the attraction's marquee, as well as banners, posters, and display windows outside the attraction. In the queue line, families will enjoy new digital movie posters and will watch a new pre-ride video with TCM host Robert Osborne, whoever that is, providing illuminating insights from the movies, some of which guests will experience during the ride.
Okay, so now we can have speculation, right?
Yes.
So this comes at a time where Hollywood Studios needs some money. The hat's being removed. So we have all these things that are kind of lining up.
Right.
If I'm correct, the past 10, 15 years or whatever, Great Movie Ride has been without a sponsor, right? It's just been Disney keeping it up. Correct?
Yes, and now
because before it was MGM and now it's TCM.
Yeah. So what this is going to be interesting because hopefully they're going to remove some of the irrelevant movies from that pre-show thing. Because I mean, I'm pretty sure your average park goer is not going to know at least 50% of those movies. So those are...
I mean, I'm not your average park goer, and I don't even know 50% of those movies.
Spectre says he's going to miss the Footlight Parade footage because it's so weird and it makes no sense. And he likes that. Sure. Sounds cool. Yeah. But, there's no argument that a lot of those movies are relevant and don't make sense, and no one's going to know what they are. So it doesn't make sense to keep them in. However, the attraction's not being touched. It is very important to note. So,
for now at least, what's been announced that is not being touched?
Yeah, the ride. We don't think the attraction is being touched. And the way his press release was worded, and they specifically said that the pre-show and the finale were getting a refresh, curated by TCM. And the fantastic Robert Osborne, whatever he does, he hosts. I don't know why a movie channel needs a host. He's like, this is this movie. Enjoy this movie. Goodbye.
Yeah.
That's stupid. But sure.
He's a film historian and host of Turner Classic Movies, presents the greatest motion pictures of all time.
I didn't know that was an occupation.
It is.
There you go. So
and this guy's doing it.
And he's going to give you illuminating insights from movies, some of which guests will experience during the rides. That's always pretty cool. Yeah. And the finale is being changed too. The finale will feature an all-new montage of classic movie moments. After guests exit the attraction, they'll have photo opportunity with a classic movie theme. The TCM curated refresh is set to launch by spring, which will be after the hat has been demolished.
Okay, so now we got to talk about the hat, right? So do we think that this was part of the deal to get rid of the hat? Or do you think the hat was before talks started or after talks started? Where Disney they might not have announced it, but they had it in their mind that we're going to get rid of it. Because if it was before it, they could have been like, hey, we want to get a sponsor on Great Movie Ride, so we should get rid of this hat. That way it's like prime real estate, where we could be like, hey, you might want to put your name here because it's like the icon of the park. Or TCM's like, yeah, sure, we'll do it, but you better get rid of that stupid hat first.
Right.
Right?
It could have gone either way. I think they probably... Disney wouldn't just say, okay, we'll get rid of the hat, because some person who they were doing a partnership with said they wanted it gone. I don't think they would do that. I think they're very more adamant in that. I think Disney pulls more weight in negotiation than does TCM. Right?
No, but I'm saying, right? So
if you're having a negotiation between between TCM and Disney, who do you think's pulling more weight? Who do you think's going to get more of their demands?
TCM, because Disney needs TCM's money to fund changes to Hollywood Studios.
Is that what's going on? It doesn't seem like there's any monetary exchanges going on.
There probably is.
All right.
There's always monetary exchange.
Right, but it seems like they're doing like
because TCM. When you sponsor a ride,
it seems to be that TCM. It doesn't even seem like they're really like sponsoring the ride. It seems more like they're giving Disney this refresh of the pre-show and the finale, and then Disney's giving them their treasures from the Disney Vault to show on their channel, which will give publicity to them, and also refreshing the ride at Hollywood Studios. That seems like a fair trade in itself. And also, yes, Spectro, they don't want to sponsor a hidden attraction. Like you said, Darren, the hat's got to be gone. But I think that Disney just wouldn't knock it down because a negotiation partner of theirs.
Well, that could have been like the final kicker, right?
Maybe,
where
yeah.
TCM, like, they get tons of complaints about that stupid hat. Now, also, like you said, when you sponsor a ride, you're in charge of like all the maintenance and upkeep of that ride.
Right.
Like that's your problem. Like if you don't want the ride to, be a disaster.
Right. Like
how Chevy pays to keep Test Track updated. How Haynes pays for Rock and Roller Coaster to stay fresh, and they pay for the upkeep of it.
Right.
So
I don't know that. Yeah.
Has anything from the contract been like made public? Like, do we know anything?
No, we just have this. They don't think they'll ever give the contracts public like that. It just kind of
TCM posted something on their website.
I'm reading their press release they have right here, and also in terms of what's being put onto TCM, but yeah. As part of the relationship, TCM will launch Treasures from the Disney Vault, a recurring on-air showcase that will include such live-action Disney features as Treasure Island from 1950, Darby O'Gill and the Little People from 1959, Pollyanna from 1960, animated films like The Three Caballeros from 1944, and The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, 1949, classic nature documentaries including The Living Desert from 53 and The African Lion from 55, made-for-television classics such as the Davy Crockett series, special episodes from Walt Disney's Wonderful World of Color, documentaries about the studio including Walt and El Grupo from 2009 and Waking Sleeping Beauty 2010, and animated shorts such as the 1932 Oscar-winning Flowers and Trees. Also, there's going to be winter animated shorts like Santa's Workshop on Ice and Chip and Dale, and followed by the Disneyland story. And we're gonna have it's gonna be awesome. There's so much stuff here.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this. And this all goes down on December 21st at 8 p.m. on TCM. Yeah. So that's gonna be a good time.
Okay, so the TCM Disney collaboration didn't start right now.
And hold on a second. Disney, Chris, I know traditionally they just pay for the ride and then they get advertising, but Disney's giving them more than just the advertising on the ride. They're also giving them their things on their...
I feel like that could have just been, like, good judgment. Be like, hey, you want this? You can.
Right, okay. I mean, I think it is...
No, it is good to note that Disney and TCM do have a wonderful relationship. TCM recently set sail for its fourth TCM Classic Cruise aboard the Disney Cruise Line Disney Magic cruise ship in October 2014.
Right. So yeah, they do.
They have
stuff.
had a relationship.
Right. Yeah. I mean, this is of course Walt Disney Studios. Well, it's more Disney Studios and the parks. But yeah.
I'm excited because this could be the domino that starts it all.
Do you think just maybe let's get some cost off of Great Movie Ride so we can put more of our money into our expansion? Do you think that's what it's all about?
That's what I totally think it is. Because if Great Movie Ride was able to go for years, like we're talking 10 years without ever being touched by a sponsor,
right?
Why start now?
Okay.
Right? So the way I see it is Great Movie Ride must have been on the chopping block. Right, or else this wouldn't have happened. Right, there must have been some sort of person in accounting that's like, hey, look, we can't keep this ride here, and then TCM must have stepped in and said, hey, we'll do it.
I don't think so. I think they wanted to give it a refresh because it was something that everyone knew needed to be a thing, and I'm pretty sure this was like some kind of refresh of Great Movie Ride was hinted a couple of years ago, was it not?
I mean, there was a lot of refreshing that was mentioned a few years ago, and things have changed since then.
Right, but I don't think they were just going to get rid of Great Movie Ride, especially getting rid of the hat. Then just had this vacant theater right behind it. You know, it would have been a little weird. I definitely think it was.
I'm saying in the name of like expansion of other things.
Okay.
Right, we've talked about this in the past about how that area is prime real estate for any sort of attraction.
Right.
So. I don't know. It's good that Turner Classic Movies is stepping up and.
Yeah, so it is good to note that there is not going to be changes to the ride itself, because people kept saying, "Oh, they're gonna be frozen in the ride," but no. And also, that's not what this ride is about. This ride's more about the classic movies, and they do bring it into the future with the finale we have now. I actually really, really like the finale that's there now. So I don't know if they'll be able to make it better. I happen to really like the finale. They'll have more films to pick from. Okay, it's true. So
they can. Also, the film that's there now, it's not all widescreen, and that was really bugging me.
Oh yeah, because the resolutions keeps changing.
Yeah.
Right.
So hopefully, like now, since like they're sitting down and they're changing it, they're gonna change it and they're gonna make it right.
Right. Now, Disney Car's saying he loves a new logo. What do you think about the new logo, Darren?
New logo?
The logo TCM's parading around.
I'm indifferent by it.
Okay. I think it looks pretty cool. It kind of gives that early 20th century Hollywood vibe to it, which I think it's what it's supposed to do. And
I feel like that's similar to the logo that's there now. Somewhat similar. It's not that much of a change.
Right, but it is maybe it's a little bit different. It symbolizes the slight changes that will come to the attraction. There you go. Analysis. Also, we do have an anonymous tip that says that Disney's Hollywood Studios is going to be renamed to just Disney Studios next year. Don't know if that's going to hold up or not. We're not too sure. But that's just putting that out there. So we said it if it does happen. I'm still campaigning for Disney's Hollywood Adventure. Just me.
I feel like that makes sense.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Bro Yeti.
I thought they were going to get rid of. I thought they were going to get rid of the studios thing. I thought that was going to be the whole idea of the name change.
That would make
not
sense.
The studio thing anymore. And yeah.
On the note of the film resolutions, what they could do is there's a lot of stuff you could do in editing that makes.
You can't just if you stretch something to fit the new resolution, it's not going to look good.
I'm not saying stretch. I'm saying in certain clips they have it like doubled up. So like in the older clips, you like double it up.
What do you mean?
Right? Or you could put like some sort of like resolution gauge. Like some of the clips they have like two clips side by side. And so anything widescreen, you just smash two clips right next to each other.
Right. I mean,
or you just zoom in a little bit. You don't. It's not stretching the picture. It's just
right. You just zoom it in. I mean, it could. You could say that the formats and the way they are now might have something to do to show the evolution of the film itself.
Well, then it should be like a progressive thing, right?
And just start small and then get bigger.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe.
I don't know. They have many different directions to take the finale.
Right. So yeah, very optimistic about this. Can't wait to see how it pans out. And there you go. Yeah. And okay, so on November 27th, 2013, our trivia question. No. Our trivia question was, that was tomorrow of next year, that's when our show was last year for this week, and our question was...
Is it really on Thanksgiving?
No. What?
Oh,
Thanksgiving's not a day. On Thursday. Yeah. God damn. Okay, anyway, on December... Wow. On November 27th, 2013, we asked you guys to tell us where you could find the Neverland Club for Kids. Darren, what's the answer?
Trick question, you can't.
Yeah, because it doesn't exist anymore. They closed. Am I right? Yeah, you actually were. They closed it during the refurbishment last year, and they renamed it to Club Disney when it was reopened in June 2014, which you can now find at the Polynesian Village Resort.
Is the answer really trick question, you can't?
Well, no, not last year. Last year the answer was Polynesian. This year the answer is trick question, you can't.
Okay.
Because you can't. So it was called the Neverland Club, and it was renamed to Club Disney when it was reopened in June, and now it's getting another name change. It's being changed to Lilo's Playhouse, which makes more sense given the theme of the resort.
Yeah.
I don't know why Club Disney was even the Neverland Club doesn't make any sense. I don't know why either of those names were things at the Polynesian.
Okay, so it made sense prior to Lilo and Stitch coming out, right? Because
yeah, but then it took them another name change, and it's staying with this name Club Disney for like, you know, how many months, and now they're changing it. That's a little weird.
Just be happy that they're changing it. Like, just be happy that it only lasted like 5 months.
I guess, sure. Sorry, Jake, but we don't handle any kind of MC Parks things here. Take that up with our forums crew. So yes, now it's inspired by the old Disney little golden books. You know those? You've probably read tons of those.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So they got tons of things in there. I've never been here, so I don't even know. We talked about this last year when we did the trivia question. But yes, so there you go. It's being renamed. Makes more sense. It actually got renamed today. Yes, like 364 days after we did a trivia question about it.
First being announced as a different name. No.
No, what?
When was the other name announced? Was that?
When was it Club Disney?
Yeah.
In June.
Oh, it was just named and then it was...
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to put pictures of the new Peter Pan queue in here. Have you seen it? It looks great.
Yeah, I love it.
I'll get pictures for next week, guys.
Let's just talk about that this week.
Sure, I can see if I can grab pictures. First, let's just talk about our one last little thing we got going on. The Downtown Disney is getting designated smoking areas this week. So there you go, it's about time. Yes, if you care about where they are, there's gonna be 4 of them.
Are we gonna read them off?
Are
they listed? Or?
Yeah, they're listed. We got on the west side behind Cirque du Soleil. We got by the water between Wolfgang Puck and Bongos. Near T-Rex, and by the marketplace restrooms by stroller rentals. What the hell? Stroller rentals? You're gonna have people smoking near the little kids? That makes so much sense.
Oh, Disney. Have you ever been in T-Rex?
No, I haven't.
It's a beautiful restaurant.
Is it? I haven't.
Yeah.
I have to admit, I haven't spent.
Some of the dinosaurs are very nice in there, like some of the animatronics.
Right. I haven't spent a ton of time in Downtown Disney. To be honest.
Disney Springs, though, you're gonna spend a lot of time in there.
I mean, I want to explore all the stuff because like all the pictures seen from it, I love it so far. So I can't wait to see everything, and it's gonna be.
When you come and visit me when I'm in college, we could go hang out there.
Yeah, of course. Instead of City Walk, because it'll have taken over City Walk as the hangout place. Probably.
Do you remember
just
when
kidding.
the fish tank at T-Rex broke and there were just like fish everywhere? Like there were just people. Like so T-Rex has a fish tank pretty similar to like what Rainforest Cafe has.
Yeah.
Like they're pretty similar to each other. And one day like the one at T-Rex pretty much just like exploded and like water just shattered absolutely everywhere.
It's the fish whoosh, flopping around.
Essentially, that's exactly what it was.
It's awesome. So let me see if I can get pictures of the new Peter Pan queue up here. Peter Pan queue.
So we both called this wrong with Peter Pan. Like we were both off. We were both like, "Oh, it's just getting interactive things. It's gonna be some big small."
No, we knew it was gonna be a small thing. We knew it was gonna be a big thing.
They like rebuilt the entire house in there.
Yeah, because we knew it was gonna be a big thing from a few what's it called?
I wasn't expecting it to be as big as it was though. I was expecting
when the permit got filed. You remember when the permit got filed? We knew it was gonna be a big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I wasn't expecting it to be the way it was though. I was expecting kind of like a Winnie the Pooh type of interactive help be added. Like I wasn't expecting them to like literally build the house.
Right.
Which is kind of what they did.
I got a video. I don't know how good it is, so we're just going to
gonna let that play out.
Yeah. Alright, hold on, let's do this. Alright. Now we're just going to watch this.
Can you shoot me over the link so I can watch along?
Yeah, sure.
Sweet.
Oh cool, it actually does window regions. New XSplit is awesome.
Sure.
Instead of screen regions, it'll do window regions.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you don't have to worry about getting, you know, things over your window. I love that. So now I can like pad out and do things, not worry about things getting put on. Oh, I could put like things on top of your face. I don't have to look at your face during the show.
Oh, that's good.
This is awesome. I love it. Anyway, so let's just watch this video. Let's see what we got. We have the nice mural of the map of Neverland over here. That's really cool looking. More of the murals with the mermaids over here. Captain Hook mural. I think it's more of a painting, but you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Then there's Peter flying out off to Neverland, or leaving Neverland with Tinkerbell by his side.
Those are really nice paintings.
There's London, looking awesome. And there's Peter with Tinkerbell again. And here we go. Here's the real stuff. Here's the house.
So I'm curious just where the interactive elements come in, or if it's just like display type interactive.
Yeah, maybe it's that. Here's paintings of all the children. Zooming out again. There's the dad, right? I don't know. But yeah, there's the mom. Your generic cartoon mom look. There's a dog.
I love the wallpaper.
Yeah, it looks like a home.
Previous room, yeah.
And here's the wallpaper. There's Big Ben out the window. See, it's basically the house is the cue.
Yeah.
I think that is amazing. I love it. And look, here's bedroom.
People were arguing, how could you have the house in this and you like walk through the bedroom when you go through the bedroom in the ride? But people don't realize like the way you turn, it's like you're turning back into the house.
Right. Yeah, because then it starts in the house again.
Just to clarify,
too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I love this.
Like, how does it start in the bedroom if you walk through the bedroom?
Right. This is
how
awesome.
Houses work if you make a circle.
See pirate swords on there.
Yeah. The ball.
The toy chest.
Everything looks cartoony too. Like it's not.
Well, that's because it is a cartoon.
Yeah. No. Like this sounds like crazy to think about, but this is like an actual thing that like Imagineers have to do. They have to make things not realistic for cartoons.
Right. There's Peter Pan and the blocks. And there's a big block fort they've been building over there. Tea set. Here's the girls' room.
You know what this reminds me of? Mickey's Toontown Fair. Like
yes, very. Yes.
It's very like
reminiscent
cartoony
of that.
in that feel.
I got you there. I love this so much.
Yeah. It's really nice. They did a great job with it.
Yes. And so we're reaching the end of it.
Last 15 seconds or so.
Yep.
And then you exit out here, and then up.
There's
the.
That's awesome.
The ride.
It was very, very bland before this.
Yeah, it was just a path, essentially.
I am very, very happy that they did something with it.
It's good that they did that because Peter Pan has a ridiculous wait time at any given point. So it's good that you have something like visually appealing to kind of look at, and there's a lot of things in there to look at.
Right, yeah. I mean, you know, the attraction was already phenomenal, and, you know, just added this special cue to it to make it even more awesome. Wait times are still all insane, but whatever. That's one of the 11 o'clock and extra magic hour
it's
attractions.
Or like during like a parade or something.
During parades, whenever the kids are gone, that's when you do it. But yeah, it's a good time. I usually do it during Wishes, actually, is when I do the dark rides. Yeah, because I don't need to see Wishes again, let's be honest.
When I was in Magic Kingdom, it was like the finale of Wishes.
Right.
And
your wish will
finale. We're making that turn into the into Progress City. Like into that diorama.
Yeah,
Like just as like the finale fireworks went off.
Right.
That is amazing timing to the extreme. Because like you just see the castles, all the finale fireworks.
It's like it's daytime outside, and then you're inside. Yes, pretty cool.
Fun stuff.
Yes. It is 9:43, and we're done with the show. What can we talk about, guys? Give us things to talk about. What do you want to hear our opinions on, or something? I don't know.
I
looking forward to some pumpkin pie tomorrow.
Really?
Yes, it's gonna be good. You know where
I know like 4 people that are currently in Disney right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Who you got? Anyone interesting? Anyone we know?
2 of them work on MC Parks or have worked on
Who's
MC
there?
Parks.
Oh, Goober, right? He's there?
No. Aaron Free 12.
Yeah.
And Awesome 2055.
The other Awesome. Yeah. Yep. That's cool. Yeah. So I guess I didn't know Thanksgiving weekend was a big thing.
I'm excited for the stuff in Hollywood studios.
Indeed.
I think that that starting to sponsor Great Movie Ride it shows that like it was something like New Fantasyland. They cut out on the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and they made it a much smaller ride than they wanted to because of the financial burden. Yeah, it was supposed to be like an extra like 35-40 seconds or something.
Really? All right.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
And in the original model, you can see it's bigger and there's some more inside part. But because of financial reasons, they had to cut it down, which is kind of why construction took too long, because once construction already started, they had to readapt, because each project has a set amount of funding that they can do, and then everything, like all the other funding, if they want to really like go forth, it has to come from other things, which is why I think that there was some sort of monetary exchange in the whole Great Movie Ride.
Right. See, what I'm most excited for in Hollywood Studios is Star Wars.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, the Force Unleashed trailer, Friday.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Did you see the new Jurassic Park trailer today?
Yes. Now, initially I'm like, oh, stupid, Jurassic World is going to be dumb. But then I saw it, I'm like, this is like a theme park lover's dream, even if you don't like Jurassic Park. And I'm not a huge fan of Jurassic Park, but that's a movie I'm going to see. So, yes.
I'm going to see it.
They got freaking like magic bands.
They announced it like a day early, too. That trailer went up. Wasn't supposed to go up till Thursday.
Really? Okay.
And it was up like this morning.
It was up like last night.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw it this morning. And
I saw it yesterday. But it's gonna...
I don't get it. They're like, watch the trailer on YouTube on the 27th. And I was like, sweet. On the 27th.
And then 25th, it's there. I mean, they got magic bands. They got Kilimanjaro Safari ripoff with real dinosaurs. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
The equivalent to like a Shamu show with
yeah,
the
dinosaurs eating things. All cool.
If you haven't watched the trailer, go watch the trailer. Yes. The Star Wars stuff is going to be crazy.
Star Wars is tomorrow. Can't wait. It's going to be awesome.
With the trailer being released in like what, 88 theaters or something?
Yes, and it's also going to be on iTunes.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. I'm so hyped for this. I don't know if I'm more hyped for the movie or for Battlefront. Dice, don't let me down, please. Please, Dice.
Think, right, so here's why I want Star Wars to succeed, and why I want this trailer to be absolutely amazing. To shut everybody up.
To shut everybody up.
It's Disney, it's gonna be bad, it's gonna be like Mickey Mouse fighting Darth Vader, and it's gonna be stupid. And I'm really hoping for a really amazing trailer, and I know Abrams can deliver that.
I feel like the people who say that didn't see the Avengers.
Yeah, that's always my argument is, did you like the Avengers? Yeah, well, that was produced by Disney. And then any Marvel movie after the Avengers, too. Like Iron Man 3 was absolutely...
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy. But that one was more Disney than any of the other ones.
I don't know, the language certainly wasn't.
Yeah, but I mean, like, Disney had, like, more of a hand in, like, the development of it.
Right. So... Yeah.
I'm
excited for it. I'm a big Star Wars fan.
I think
never saw a Star Wars
J.J. Abrams is the right guy to do it.
Theaters. Yeah, J.J. Abrams is gonna be awesome. Yeah, we got tons of movies coming out. It's gonna be awesome. I mean, this
Inside Out.
Yes.
Big stuff from Pixar next year.
Yes.
Next year's gonna be great for movies. The next 3.
This month there were 3 that I saw, in the form of Mockingjay, Big Hero 6, and Interstellar. Me seeing 3 movies in a month is a pretty big deal. I don't really see too many movies. Yeah. Interstellar was pretty good. It was long as crap, but it was pretty good. I mean, that's Christopher Nolan for you. But yeah, it's pretty good.
I'm excited. Big movies coming up soon.
Yes, indeed.
You know what that means? New theme park attraction.
Yeah, of course.
Or Frozen overlays.
Yep. No, it's all gonna stay Frozen forever. We're gonna see.
Up next, Space Mountain, Space Frozen.
Frozen Mountain.
Frozen Mountain.
Yeah, it's just Elsa's ice castle, and you're just going through that.
They paint,
I saw a picture today. Mountain. I saw a picture today on Twitter.
I saw many pictures today.
It was of people on Gringotts, right?
Yeah.
And they're on Gringotts, and on a screen, you see the video, right? But you see a Windows overlay pop up. So you see a start menu, and you see like icons for like recycle bin and stuff.
Oh god.
It's really funny. Hold on, let me get. I think I favorited it.
You know what's ridiculous? How all of Walt Disney World is still running on Windows XP.
Is it? Even
Yeah.
they're even using 7 in Universal. I retweeted it even.
I've seen things where it was like the test track screens weren't up, and it was like a Windows XP thing. Toy Story Mania, that's Windows XP. I can't believe that Toy Story Mania runs Windows XP with all that computing and motion tracking and everything that goes on. I'm baffled by how.
As long as you had the software and the hardware to handle it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
I just didn't know that Windows XP was such a powerful operating system.
I mean, like I said, if you have good enough hardware and you got good enough software using it, then yeah, we're good. Apparently, Carousel of Progress uses 95, 7, and 8. They use all of them somehow. Why? I don't understand.
Why does it need any of them?
I would think you have one, right?
Yeah.
I would think you have one operating system. Use that property-wide.
Which is what Windows XP is. I don't understand why Carousel of Progress would be different.
Is everything else?
From what I've seen, yes. Every
Okay.
picture I've seen has been like.
I guess
Windows
it
XP,
seems
like,
to be
screen,
be attraction specific.
I mean, I guess it.
It also baffles me they're using XP and even 95 in this case because those are both not supported by Microsoft anymore.
Yeah.
You would think something running as something as crucial as.
Well,
yeah,
right. So here's the issue with that. Updating the software for the
It is a
entirety of
big
Walt Disney
deal.
World.
Yeah.
It's like something where they would need like 1,000 IT guys working through the night, and like there would be attractions closed like into the
Yes.
next day.
Okay,
Right?
so
And you can't have downtime with things like Soar and Toy Story Mania and Test Track. Like those are rides that you can't have downtime on.
right. So the actual show itself uses 95. The console uses 7, and the tower is 8.1. It's all dumb. Make
Yeah.
everything different. How much would it actually take to migrate it over?
Right? So I was talking with the IT department at my school one day
Right.
because we were talking about updating the computers in the animation room.
Right.
And they were saying that in order to set up every computer, install all the software needed just to run the operating system, get every computer synced up with each other, hook everything up to the network, and then install the software per computer, it would take about 8 guys if they wanted to do it in a weekend. Like pretty
Right.
much working 48 hours nonstop. It would take about 8 guys to do 30 computers.
Pretty crazy.
And so imagine something as
Much larger scale.
ridiculously large as Walt Disney World. I mean, we're talking it would take days for big attractions to be updated.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
Now, what they might do is, going forward, they might have some things running 7 and 8, and then they have like an emulator, kind of
See-
reverting everything back to the central system.
I-
Which would be,
well, yeah, what I would see them doing is as streaming becomes better and better, have all of the computers running at a central place, and then just having it stream to the attraction.
I was gonna take a picture when I was
'Cause
there.
you've seen,
I was
like,
at
I don't know if you've
Mission
seen
Space.
what Nvidia has. With
Mhm.
what Nvidia has, like you can stream. I mean, Steam even does it. You can stream games across your home network.
Yeah.
So like I could run a game on like a crappy ass laptop, right? And then have the game's running on this computer right here, right? But I could take my, MacBook Air 11-inch, which is not a good computer by itself, like it doesn't actually have good computing power. I could take that and I could run, some big game on it. It was just going over the internet, and it's using the hardware found in this computer. And that's the kind of technology that we're talking about. So they could have,
Yeah.
Of course, then you have to make sure that there's internet access and things, but
When I was at Mission Space, I saw the funniest thing. You know how they do the horizontally tall screens, right?
the horizontally tall, yeah.
They take a regular computer screen and they just turn it sideways.
Right, yeah.
First of all, I found that hilarious that like they don't have their own like system besides just let's just take a screen and make it sideways. But at Mission Space, it was like slightly off, and it was like up, right? So it was like somebody was like messing with the screen and the screen was up, and so like the bottom 16th and then the right 16th, it was just black, and everything was just justified over because the border of the computer monitor was taking up part of the screen.
Oh, there you go. I mean, yeah, there's no point in like engineering some special screen. Just go and be like,
well,
yeah.
I would think you would have it like built into it, right? Not like here, let's just like plop a screen down.
Because I think it's easier for replacement if anything goes wrong.
True.
And it is just a screen.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know. I feel like Disney has the ability to develop their own.
Yeah, I think it's just the fact that this has been in place since the attraction was new, and it is kind of difficult to upgrade hardware like that and software. But you do have to close attractions to do that kind of a change out. And yes, it probably is smart to future-proof things now. Get everything on the latest possible thing you can, right now. That way it'll last for as long as possible, and then once it's necessary to do an upgrade, you can. Like I know, I keep seeing things on Twitter pop up. Microsoft's telling everyone who runs business servers, hey, if you're using Windows Server like 2000 or whatever it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta you have to upgrade your stuff because it's going to be outdated soon, and you have to do it because it takes like 180 days to transfer all of your stuff. So do it. Yeah.
I was reading an article about Toy Story Mania and all the mechanics behind it, and I as you can tell, I can't get over the fact that it's able to run Windows XP. The amount of things that the operating system has to handle, like the amount of I know it comes down to like RAM and processing power.
Yeah, because the
fact
operating system doesn't actually do that much.
It tells things where to go and
it tells the computer what to do.
But the thing I'm getting at is there's so much going on. Like, there's so much being told to do. I don't know if you've ever seen like the track layout for Toy Story Mania. It's confusing.
It's
there's
pretty
a lot
insane.
There's two different tracks and there's back and forths, and like the cars are rotating, so you don't get used to it, and that's why they rotate back and forth, and so you don't get used to where to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
So it throws you off. And then it's got to take into account of where you're shooting from, what the angle is, how hard you're pulling back on it. And then just all sorts of different things. It's ridiculous.
It's a pretty insane setup.
Yeah.
And
it's a technological marvel.
Yep,
really.
and it's running on Windows XP, powered by Windows XP. Works with Vista. Just kidding.
So it's crazy to think that something like that, a ride like that, had the technology been there, it could have been made.
Do you realize that all this stuff, XP, 7, 8, what modern operating system is missing from that list? Vista. I wonder why. Well, no one ever used Vista. I remember Vista. Oh my god, it was a pain in the neck. I remember when I was getting 7.
And then also, XP wasn't HD optimized too.
Yeah.
So it's fascinating what they could.
It wasn't optimized, still could do it.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I guess we'll end off the show.
Yeah.
All right. Whenever you're ready.
Guys, the message of the day is always update your operating system.
All right. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you guys for watching. More importantly, thank you for listening. We shall see you all next time.
Good night, guys. Happy Thanksgiving.